Hello and welcome to another video. Today I talk about being in Austria 1 month and what did I miss, because that was the challenge. I wanted to stay here for a month. Scorpion wanted to stay longer because I want to stay that long to see what do I truly miss about living in Berlin. What do I love here and what will I miss here or don't like here. So that's what I'm gonna talk about, because as you know, I'm for a quest, finding the perfect place to live. But I wanted to be away from Berlin for at least a month to see if there's something I truly miss living in the capital city of Berlin. So I made some notes that I don't forget it. First, we talk about what will I miss here in Austria after 1 month. First of all, the most important thing, nature. Because nature is here a ratio of like 99% nature and 1% man-made stuff, and that gives me so much, like the air quality, so much fresh oxygen, detoxes my lungs, feels so great to breathe up here, it's just so fresh and I sleep so well. So nature, air, water, because it's close to the spring, the water is fresh. We can drink the tap water, the shower water, which we use for shower, is just so fresh. Because in Berlin we have a filter, a reverse osmosis filter, but only for the water we drink, but not for our shower and the water we use to wash our face and stuff. But here we have fresh water for everything. That is something I truly will miss. Little to no noise. There's a bit of construction going on, but besides that it's so quiet, and the nice kind of noise, like birds, animals, nature, wind, water running down. That's just so relaxing. Because Berlin, there's constantly this of traffic, of, you know, the ambulance and the police and kids shouting, and you know, you get used to it, but it's constantly there and subconsciously you just recognize it all the time. And if it's not there, if it's just, you know, nature noise, walks and hikes. Just, you know, every day, we didn't hike every day, but we went at least for one or multiple walks per day just through the village, and the village is full of nature and surrounded by nature. And with Kiwi, you know, no leash, she can run and roam freely. That gave me so much, just because nature, it's a true remedy. When you spend time in nature and, you know, plants and nature, seeing it makes you so calm and happy. There's so many studies proving that it fights depression, a bad mood. It's you make an experiment, go for a walk. Afterwards, if you walk in a park where there's some nature, you mostly feel elevated, you feel great, you got some exercise. And it's just looking to nature. And there are many studies, like in a hospital, those who look outside the window against a wall versus those who look outside the window into a park, into where there are some trees, something green, they heal, I don't know the percentage, but really significant, much faster than those who just stare at a wall. Because yeah, it just gives us something. That's why we have plants at home where we live in Berlin, because I love to see plants, see nature and see the distance. You know, when I showed you all the time the view here, just because in a city like Berlin, you cannot see that far. There are some places you can, like the Tempelhofer Airport, which was closed down. You can see far, but mostly there are buildings blocking your view after 50, 100 meters or so. But here you can see kilometers, like, I don't know how far it is, but 50, 100 kilometers far away. Mountains that are so far away, and that just gives you such a nice feeling, perspective, connection to Earth. Feeling small and big at the same time. So yeah, that is something I will miss. And the hikes, going to the water, going to the lake down, and just every day. Oh. Of course, we have nice parks in Berlin as well. Berlin is a city which is quite green. Like the Tiergarten we have in the middle of the city is huge, but it's not the same, because in Berlin we have a ratio of like 90% man-made stuff and 10% nature. And that's why the air is not so good and nature just cannot flourish that much. And it's so not the same. Then our balcony, right here, having a balcony, because in Berlin, if you want to go outside, you need to go outside of our apartment, what is nice, we can open the window and enjoy some sun in our bedroom. I love that. But just being actually outside here on the balcony and just for 2 minutes, just, you know, you worked for a bit, you made your tea, you grab your cup of tea, you go outside, oh, you just reflect for a bit, just think about nothing. Oh, that gives me also a lot. Then, that is the stuff I will miss here for sure. Now, what I miss about Berlin is, and the great thing is, that almost all of the things are not attached to Berlin, but they're just items or things or places that could be everywhere, but I don't have here. First one, my treadmill desk. Miss it so much. I sat here way too much. That's why we went hiking a lot, to have a nice balance, but still, because I work a lot. You don't know how much work it is, or some of you do. Editing, all the Ask Me Mondays, the podcast, the infographics, the research, the communication, the emails, the website, the merch. It's just, I have to spend a lot of time in front of my MacBook, in front of my phone. I love it. And I love it so much more when I can walk, because then it just feels so great listening to some good beats and walk like a hero. And here, yeah, standing desk, it's great, but treadmill desk is just the best for me, so I miss it so much. And just starting my day here, I start my day, do all my, you know, most important stuff like creating my infographics and etc. I do that in the morning, as you can see here in my morning routine, but I used to do it on my treadmill, and that just feels so much greater. Immediately getting like 5,000 to 10,000 steps in. Oh, the digestion, everything is on point, so that is a big thing I missed. Then, food processor and my Vitamix. I told you so often, nice cream, smoothie bowls, smoothies, white bean cookie dough, black bean cookie dough, all kinds of treats made in a food processor or Vitamix or any blender. Then in the combination with a freezer, we have a freezer at the hut downstairs, but it's small and it's a hustle always, you know, getting something there. That I'm looking forward, you know, but these so far are all not bound to the location Berlin. You know, I can get a treadmill desk everywhere. I could get it here if I would live here. I could get a freezer, a Vitamix or any blender, a food processor. Could get it everywhere. Gym, I have my gym here. It's great, but a fully equipped gym is just better. It's because so many things that are more convenient, like the dumbbells, you don't have to assemble them. That's just a hassle. You can, if you want, you can do drop sets. You just have the right dumbbells ready. Cables, I don't have a cable here. Many machines, I don't have any machine here, but I showed you it's easily possible. I progressed here. I got nice volume in. I think I got, I didn't get stronger, but I think I got more muscular. For sure, I think, because I didn't get stronger, but volume is the most important factor when it comes to building muscle. And as long as I hit my volume or more, I build muscle, and I hit even more volume because I lowered the weight a bit, but I did more sets and reps, and thus I had more overall volume. You just have to train heavy enough, over 50% of your 1 rep max, then your body will adjust by building muscles. Because if you train too light, your body will always adjust. But if you train too light, your body will adjust not by building muscle, but by other factors like endurance. But as long as you train heavy enough, over 50% of your 1 rep max, which isn't heavy, that is like doing 12 to 6 reps around this ratio, then you are heavy enough, and then you just have to accumulate the volume. And that's what I did here. Didn't get stronger, but I think muscular, and at least I maintained and got in my volume. So I showed you, you need so little to make gains. It's just the will, the knowledge. If you need some guidance on that, check out my training guide. And then, yeah, the commitment and some basic equipment, like a squat rack, some rings, where you can pull-ups or anything. And then so easy, just put some weight in your backpack and weighted dips. You can make it so easily possible, but a fully equipped gym is just nicer, more convenient, and it depends on you. But for me, it's also when I go in the gym, I have nothing else to do but train. And here, you know, I loved it, the training, but it took forever because I did stories, I recorded myself. I loved it, no, don't get me wrong. But in the gym, you go in, you have a purpose, you have no distraction, like I could do this, I could do that. But anyways, that's not a point for me because I can focus no matter where I am. And I love taking time for my training and recording it and combining it with content, so I love that. But as I said, the fully equipped gym, that's what I miss a bit. And soon I will miss it a lot because soon, well, they rescheduled it. Unfortunately, it's at the beginning of 2019, they open a huge gym right across my street, and I will immediately sign a contract there and train there, and I can record. I have natural lighting, they have windows. Where the gym I train now in Berlin, you probably know if you follow me for some time, watch my stories, it's so dark, it's tiny. I'm grateful I can train there, sure, but the new gym just will be so much bigger. That will be amazing. But yeah, 2019, so half a year to go, about a bit more. Then friends, I miss my friends. Yeah, 1 month is long with my closest friends. I communicated on social media, we stay in touch, but I just miss going grocery shopping with my best friend Philip, doing something like going to a new gym, training together, creating some content together, just meeting and catching up. I miss that. We are social creatures. It was so great. I have Scorpio mind here and Kiwi. That gives me directly my direct environment, some social interaction, which are so important. And then I also have social media, which also gives me so much interacting with you. It's like a family. You know, I show you everything in my story, and your DMs, they just make me so happy interacting with you, and I love that. But you need both. Don't only fall. That's my opinion. And that's what I experience. We need those real interactions, but social media can give us also so much more, especially if you can't find like-minded people so much in our direct environment. Reaching out on social media, it makes you feel whole, inspired, you get so much knowledge, and you see, wow, people are doing it. And yeah, anyways, that could be an entire video. Then my bike. I love riding my single speed, my bicycle throughout Berlin. That just gives me this ultimate flow state. When the weather is nice, when it rains, I don't like it so much, but it's my communication, and it's just a communication, I mean commuting tool, getting from A to B. But when the weather is nice, so love riding my bicycle, either a podcast, audiobook, or nice music, or nothing, through the streets, now also with a helmet, because I care about my head. And as you've seen, maybe you saw this video, that's why I wear a helmet. Watch the vlog, it's quite entertaining. I missed it a lot, riding a bicycle. And here it wouldn't be so much fun, because here you either go whoa, and then where you basically have carried. Once I rode my bicycle from Munich to here with the car. It takes about 2.5 hours, and with a bicycle it took me like 8 hours, 9, no, it took me 2 days. I actually camped because it took so long. I had a shitty bicycle. That's why up the hill I mostly had to carry my bicycle. It was brutal. I won't do it again. This long endurance stuff is not my highest excitement. I just want to prove it to myself. For the experience was nice. But yeah, here it's not fun for me riding a bicycle, because as I said, free fall basically, and then you have to carry it, or it's so exhausting. And a single speed, no way. You cannot ride a single speed up here. You need a small gear to make it up the mountain. Some people, they love it. It's a great exercise, but for me, I love flat cities, just flat. It's a comfortable pace. You can go fast, slow. It's not too exhausting. That's what I love. Then delivery service that Amazon delivers to Berlin. That's what I also miss, because I have some stuff I want, like I got out of flax seeds, I got out of nutritional yeast, stuff I couldn't find here at the store. That's just so convenient. And then I want to do some cooperations, and the stuff they cannot deliver it here. So I'm looking forward to have an address soon again, and that stuff can be delivered to my apartment. And yeah, but also so far nothing is bound to Berlin besides my friends. That's the first thing. But bicycle, I can, you know, have everywhere bicycle. Delivery, you know, where there's a good infrastructure. Amazon, basically to every good developed country, I mean city, they deliver to. So it's not bound to Berlin, but my friends. But you know, through social media, I have friends in so many places around the world, and I quickly can make friends. So, and my friends, you know, they can visit me everywhere. But that is one thing that is bound to Berlin, yes. Then the opportunities, because projects, people contacted me, hey, you want to come to this event, you want to come and hang out and do a video or podcast, you want to, you know, something. I got a lot of opportunities, and in Berlin there is so much happening, so I missed that too. Also, if I don't accept it, just having the possibility of doing so much things and having so many opportunities rapidly available around me, and so close, you know. In Berlin, I live in the center, and you can just limitless opportunities. And the last thing, having a close grocery store and variety of stores. Here we have to drive down half an hour for a good store, and it's like goes this down, and we have to use a car, which I don't like because we don't have electric cars, or we burn some fossil fuels. That's what I miss, having a close grocery store and good equipped grocery stores, like going to the Turkish store, going to the organic store, going to the Asian store, get my edamame, get my nut butters, get my treats, get my all that stuff I can't find here, and all other kind of stores which I hardly visit, but when I need something, then in Berlin we just have everything. Not everything, but you know, most of the stuff, a really good infrastructure. That is the last thing I miss. And where are my notes? Sorry. So only one thing is bound to Berlin, my friends, and the rest could be everywhere. That's great. Then what I didn't like here is two things which I am glad when we're gone. Is first of all the flies. Here are so many flies. I don't know why. Maybe because of all the cow poop. It just attracts them, and inside we have so many flies and they land on you everywhere and pick on you, and it's just annoying. I don't kill them. I, you know, respect them, but it just gets so annoying. And in Berlin there are far less flies. There's sometimes one fly in our apartment and I carry it out, and here there's no point because there are just 20 flies all the time, and we have the window open, so there are always coming new ones. Then the kitchen and the house to film in. Outside it's great, our balcony with the nature element, but inside the house, you know, my sister, she got kids, so there's a lot of play stuff and it's everywhere on the walls, and the kitchen is quite dark, not so good to film. I don't have my backdrops, so I think my vegan's food feed suffered a bit. Next time I will bring a backdrop, because then I have like my structured feed again, which looks more appealing, but my followers blew up like crazy. Yeah, I don't know why. I came here, I don't know, I was at 60 something thousand followers, and now I'm at over 80,000 followers. So yeah, I don't know why, but in Berlin my content I think is definitely better, because I can make such cool recipe videos with my blender, with my Vitamix, and just having everything. I have a long list which I want to create, and I'm so eager to do the stuff, but I can't find it here. Like, I want to do a clean vegan tiramisu for you, but I don't have the stuff here and the equipment. I want to do some nice smoothie bowls, I have a long list of recipe videos which I want to make for you, and that's why I'm so looking forward for my kitchen. Yes, that is another thing I miss, my kitchen in Berlin. Our kitchen is amazing. I love it so much to create content there. And yeah, that is the last thing I miss. But a great kitchen could be found everywhere. It's not bound to Berlin. The only thing that is bound to Berlin is my friends. So that's it. Scorpio Mind. So now let's pick Scorpio Mind brain, what she missed. And yeah, that was just great. So the review quickly is, only my friends are bound to Berlin, and the rest could be everywhere, so I can move. I'm not attached to Berlin. That is great. Don't be attached. Also my family doesn't live in Berlin, so there's really nothing, but I will see it when I go back, because now I kinda miss it, because I couldn't live like this when there's so few people around. I thought I could, but long term, now after a month, it gets too isolated, and I would miss it the long term. So I'm not a person who can live isolated like this, but this village, it's like the most isolated it gets, almost. There about the population of the city who actually live here is around, I asked my mother, around 10 people. And you know, with all the visitors, a couple hundred people, that is nothing, and you have nothing in common with them. They're just some tourists, you know. You don't really interact with them, so we are such social creatures that I couldn't live in a place like that. That is what I realized. But you know, where I want to move to, my quest, there is a good infrastructure. There are a lot of like-minded people, preferably English-speaking people, etc. But anyways, that was my review. But when I'm back in Berlin and there are a couple of things that pop up like, oh, I truly missed that, uniquely about Berlin, then I will let you know in a vlog or a video. But so far nothing comes to my mind that I miss, besides my friend that is bound to Berlin, that couldn't be found anywhere else. I give the word to Kiwi. She loved it here. She enjoys nature so much, but Berlin as well, because there's so many dogs to play with, and here hardly dogs. And in the Tiergarten, the big park, there are so many dogs. Berlin, so many dogs, and she freaks out. She has so many play buddies. That's why, you know, she loves both. But the most important thing for her is where we are. That is what she loves the most, spending time with us. So she just has a great life, and mixing it up for a dog, because I think after 3, 4, 6 months it gets a bit boring, too much in a routine. And then 1 month in Austria, so much new to sniff, and then coming home and whoa, I remember, that's just a great dog life that we provide her, I think. So she won't suffer back in Berlin, she will love it. We go out, we have great parks, great dogs. I talk forever, I stop here, word to Scorpio Mind.
I was just sitting in the chair and Kiwi crept up on my leg and was like, I want to cuddle with you.
So nice.
So sweet.
I was in such a flow state, I don't have to make a cut, one cut, no cut. I love that. That is so nice. Okay,
nice.
Sorry to interrupt you. Should I take her or?
No, it's fine. Okay. The things I miss here are definitely the balcony. Ferdinand already said that, because I just love being outside, stretching outside, doing pole dance outside. Just so nice. Just to wake up, go on the balcony, drink your tea, and start the day like that.
Do you like pole dance more here on the balcony or in our apartment?
On the balcony.
On the balcony?
Yeah.
But only when the weather is nice, right?
Yeah, only when it's kind of warm.
But you don't have the comparison yet so much, because when we left Berlin it wasn't summer, and in the winter it was just cold, so crazy cold, so she didn't like to do pole dance at home. But now when it's summer and warm, maybe then but here outside it's just unbeatable.
You just feel free and you just feel like you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, and you just want to do it, you want to stay outside, you know, and in the apartment there are many distractions and...
Yeah, and you kind of want to work and you're like, no, I want to pole dance. So. But anyway, I like pole dance, so it doesn't really matter too much, but I just like doing it outside. The other thing, I love to do, like going for walks, which I'm not gonna miss, is going uphill all the time.
I love that. That is such a great workout. That is, you know, it's exhausting, but you know, that this excuse or something is exhausting. Like, I love it. I love to push myself in the gym. I love when it goes exhausting, because it feels so much more rewarding afterwards.
Feel nice going
uphill. I love it. I don't like so much to go uphill because it feels like falling. Downhill, sorry. But uphill, it's so every muscle is used perfectly. Your calf is stretched, and and you afterwards you so deserved. So many calories burned.
I love going downhill, but not really uphill. Well, yeah, no. It's fine for a couple of times, but not like every day.
I told them with the bicycle, it's that I don't like uphill too. And then it's a great workout, but I just love bicycle when it's flat and going fast. And this flow state where the concrete is perfect and you're just sliding and gliding. That's a German word. I mean sliding? Sliding. Okay.
Another thing I missed being up here is my friends, of course, and doing all my sports. I'm happy that we brought the pole so I could do a little bit of pole dance, but I really missed my gym routine. Like, it's good that we have some weights here, but it's just not the same for me. I know you did great progress, but I just didn't really feel it.
I told them too that I also miss a gym.
Yeah.
And she was like, when we came here, like, oh, I will miss pole dance so much. I said to her, hey, we just bring your pole. She's like, oh, that's so much to carry. We have to carry it 2 times back and forth. It's a bit more of a hassle, but you can have it the entire month, so it was so worth it.
Yeah, it was really
just
worth it.
Take stuff with you.
I made such a great progress. I'm so happy.
Yeah, just take stuff with you when you stay longer. It's so worth the hassle. When the last time we were here, we even brought a blender and everything. It's worth it. So.
And then what was I saying? The sports, just going for a swim. We went in a whole entire month, we went swimming 1 time. It's not enough for me, and I love going to yoga. Yeah. I
went swimming 5 times
because...
but
it's not really swimming, it's like a dip.
A dip in the lake, but it felt so great. You missed out.
Yeah, no.
Oh, just go!
I don't know, I just love being here, being free, not having to worry about anything. Kiwi can just run around.
Even Kiwi went swimming.
Yeah,
she did yesterday, 2 days ago, for the first time. Only like 2, because she's so obsessed with her ball, and the ball, we know, a bit more, and then to the point where she had to swim, and she actually grabbed it and
she wasn't thinking about going deeper, she just grabbed it and she was like, oh my god, I'm swimming.
But step by step, and when the water is warmer, I think she will enjoy it more, and at some point she will love it, because when it's combined with her highest excitement, the ball, and then getting in the water, I think afterwards it feels great for her. And then sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I know, I just love talking. I'm just gonna end it here. No, I just love the freedom. I love not having to worry about any people coming towards you or like this awkward social interaction, because I don't really like people that much.
That's I agree. Me too.
And I don't know, just nature, sun. I got a bit of a tan, which is really nice.
It's not like that I don't like people so much, but strangers where you obviously so probably don't have anything in common with them, and just being
you
surrounded by them
yeah.
always makes you a bit like, because, you know, in Berlin...
It's just the energy that comes from them, and it impacts you.
And in Berlin there's so many people who are, you know, they're looking for trouble, they're noisy, and they're making dumb stuff, and you always have this a bit of tension.
Yeah.
So nothing against people, but strangers,
yeah,
too
just
many.
Going out with Kiwi and then other dog owners come to you and you don't really want to talk to them, but
yeah.
it's kind of like a forced interaction, and
yeah.
don't really like that. But there's some great people I've met, so yeah. I think that's it. Oh yeah, what I miss about Berlin is of course the kitchen, to take beautiful pictures, but I really managed to take awesome pictures. Like the first week I was so down, I was like, it looks so disgusting.
She was like, and I told her, for the ordinary person everything's a blessing or curse, but for the warrior there are only challenges. Make it a challenge, and here's so many elements you don't have at home, use them. Like Peter McKinnon, he makes a challenge, he just goes on the most normal, random, ugly street and make the nicest B-roll. That is the challenge, and she accepted the challenge. And look at her feet. How she implements the elements here, the nature, the.
My feet is really green right now, but I really like it. But I also like to go back to the cute little plates and everything I have to decorate it. I miss an ice cream so much. So much. I usually have it like every day, and here's like I had I think 3 smoothies the whole time. So yeah, gonna miss that. Gonna miss the freezer.
Tomorrow we go grocery shopping. Lots of bananas, as ripe as possible. Freeze them immediately, and all varieties of ice cream. Maybe we make a banana island, ice cream island, where we only eat ice cream.
We should actually do that. Maybe only for like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
But it would be nice.
And you know, you make like a classic ice cream in the morning. Yeah. Like with peanut butter, like a real ice cream which is rich.
Not Banana Island, but
oh yeah, but we make a nice cream variety island.
Okay, we just make an ice cream island.
Because this banana island, if you don't know, you can do banana island, sauerkraut island, is where you only eat one food for a couple of days to weeks to, you know, really only have one thing that your body has to digest. So it's really easy for your digestion, and your body, you know, it's like a detox, like a juice fest. You can do an island, banana island. I've never done it. But for an ice cream, I would be all in, especially now when I crave it so much.
Yeah, and when it's warmer in Berlin as well, it's just so nice. Anything else?
And then it would be nice to see, is there a point where I get sick of an ice cream, or is it just impossible?
I think it's impossible.
It's impossible when you not only make plain ice cream, because as I took, no, that's my German podcast, but when you eat something, anyways, I keep that rant for another video.
Topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it, I guess.
Any more sports? I interrupted you at your sports so often.
No, it was just yoga. Because I love stretching, but I also love yoga.
Yoga, swimming, pole dance, dancing, and gym she misses. And because she has this membership, I only have a gym membership in Berlin, but she has this called Urban Sports Club, and where you have one membership and you can do such a big variety, like hundreds of yoga studios, hundreds of bouldering, all pools.
You can have massages.
So much, and you pay like 100 euros per month.
For the biggest one,
yeah. Yeah, for the biggest, so basically unlimited, and she does yoga with that, pole dance, dancing, swimming, and sometimes tries new stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's just so nice because you don't have to have like subscriptions to all of the studios, so you just have like one subscription and you can do whatever you want, and you're not bound to like something.
So if you move to Berlin and you don't know,
city.
Yeah, they're like
it's all over Germany and even
in France,
Europe,
and maybe the UK. I'm not sure. Urban Sports Club. They, you know, if you're unsure, should I go yoga or pole dance, or if you're unsure which yoga studio, pay a couple of months with Urban Sports Club and then try everything out. I did it too. I was at Urban Sports Club for about a year, and I tried so many new yoga studios, got so many insights about the coolest urban studios, bouldering, everything. And you know, but then I found out my highest excitement is just making gains, going to the gym, structure. But it was so nice to experience that. So if you move to Berlin or and you're unsure, you like to do sports, Urban Sports Club, you can cancel it every month. We now do the hardest promotion.
I know.
We're not sponsored by that anymore. We did. We had like maybe you saw it. If you follow us for a while, we promoted it. We also so many CrossFit boxes. It's so nice.
True, yeah.
But now we don't get paid for it anymore. But it's just such a great concept because we only do cooperation with stuff we actually love. So we did with that. We don't do it anymore, but we just stopped recording. So as I said, we still promote it even though we don't get paid for it, because it was just great. And all we promote, we truly love, we truly do, we truly would recommend, because our reputation means so much more to us than money or anything, or short-term pleasure or something. If you buy something because we say it's great and you're disappointed, no, I want it, never. That's why I'm so careful what I promote, because I never want someone to buy the same stuff and then be disappointed. That's why our merch, we tested the heck out of it, and because I love to wear it every single day and it's so great and lasts for months, we truly can say, yeah, it's great clothing. Anyways, I ended here. It got so long, but it was such a flow, only one cut. How great was that? Thanks for watching. If we missed anything that we realized in Berlin, I'll let you know. Just stay tuned on this channel. Peace.